work for me? It does work. It does work. So maybe I'll just do this. Nah, let's keep it real. Let's keep the entire thing real. All right, and I'm gonna probably just turn off my background. Okay. Okay. There we go. All right, back on track. 안녕하세요, 여러분. Everyone left IG and you are now in our live stream on YouTube. I am Pomsem from Mallo Academy, and we are doing a lot of cool things. We are a company in Korea. We do everything Korean for you to learn Korean language and culture is kind of what our motto is. So we have a tour to Busan and Gyeongju happening this late October. So if you're coming to Korea in late October, if you know anyone that's coming to Korea in October, let them know of this great opportunity. It will be going to Busan and Gyeongju, the two cities, right? With myself and Min for an entire week. Secondly, now is a great time to join Mallo Academy because we have a strong promotion, 10% and $10 at the same time off for group course and private lessons as well. Now, I believe this 100K promotion is ending pretty soon, right? So we're running out of time. And if we have to end the promotion, we will end it, right? So yeah, we have a discount promotions as well, right? For Mallo Tour, right? Min said, yeah, if anyone that we make friends with in the live stream comes talks to us and say Mallo Tour, right? I want to talk about Mallo Tour, I want to go for Mallo Tour, can I have a discount? We'll give you a discount, right? Min once did a background for a class. I hated it. Why did you hate it? Why do you hate a lot of things, Teresa-shi? I notice that you hate YouTube and you hate the background. I don't think there's a big reason to hate on a background. Is there a reason? Did he, oh my goodness, did Min pull off his classic racist background scheme? In fact, if that, or any kind of homophobic or sexist or anything kind of bad kind of background, oh, if he did, you have every right to hate. But I, knowing Min, right, he wouldn't probably have any of those backgrounds, right? Wow, Kim Ina, very nice. Hello from Instagram. We've got Kim Ina. Kim Ina, new person. Are you a new person? And we got Saula Shi, Cheryl Toy. Are you a new person, Cheryl? Somebody is having a bad day. Yeah, Teresa Shi, are you talking about me? Who are we talking about here, right? It was like fireplace. Hey, fireplace background is nice. That's a smooth background. That's a nice little background. Why the hate? So, anyways, let's not leave too much time in our little chit chat. We do have a particular topic to go through today, which is my experience in the army, right, in Korea. So it's not gonna be military service in general in Korea. I'm just gonna share a little bit about my, personal experience. Yeah. So you're Inachi. Who is Inachi? I think generally me. You're not having a bad. Okay. Wow. Very, very. Did you change your name? I never called anyone Cheryl. The profile picture kind of rings a bell, but right, hard to lose track of people. But 안녕하세요. Well, new or not, welcome to my live stream. All right, we're gonna talk about something interesting. My time, right, in the army. Before we do that, we're gonna start with the singing of the Korean national anthem, the U.S. national anthem, the Korean Army song, and the U.S. Army song. Please rise. All right, now as you rise, I will whip out my good old keypad so that I can jot down some notes while we do our live stream. Okay, are we ready, everyone? Rise. Korean national. We'll sing a Korean national anthem. So we'll start with the Korean national anthem, the U.S. national anthem, the Korean Army song, and the U.S. Army song. And there's a reason why we're going with the U.S. Right? Doesn't have to be kind of like what I'm supporting, but it just has to do with my experience. If you know, you know. Okay, there's no screen being shared, so Can you guys hear through the mic? How's the sound like? How is the sound? Give me a little bit of a sound. Sound. Let me know. Is the sound clear? Can you hear the instrumental? 아, 이게 아닌데. 마이크 억사 아닌데. No, probably I think this is enough. 네. Start with the Korean national anthem. 동해불과 백두산이 마르고 닳도록 하느님이 보호하사 우리나라 만세 무궁화 삼천리 화려강산 대한 사람 대한으로 길이 보전하세. Oh, I don't do this for other countries. You have to know that this is my first time singing this from start to finish on instrumental, so I don't really know how it goes. Okay, Pumsek to Korean anthem. Okay, let's go. Who is Anjaeun? Fuck it, can't you read? What the fuck? What's wrong with you, Anjaeun? Fuck out of my life. Is that what you sing in Korean? Yes, I'm doing a live stream on YouTube. I've been telling everyone since the beginning. For so many times, I'm doing a live stream on YouTube, and I was singing a song. This guy called Anjaeun, cursing at me in the Instagram live stream for singing the Korean national anthem. Man, I'm messing with you. Come to YouTube and we'll talk there. Let's go. It's 9 a.m. here. I'm sorry. Let me have my sip of coffee and I'll apologize. 자, let's 갑시다. Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming? Oh, those broad stripes and stars, oh, the perilous fight. O'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombing in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave. Whoo! 뭐하냐? What are we doing? What is this? 라비스 씨 안녕하세요. Oh my goodness. Who keeps giving the emoji? I don't know. Very weird. Okay. 산 전기 뻗은 삼천리 강산 무궁화 대하는 온 누리의 빛 화랑의 핏줄 타고 자라난 우리 그 이름 용감하다 대한육군 앞으로 앞으로 용진 또 용진 우리는 영원한 조국의 방패 앞으로 앞으로 용진 또 용진 우리는 영원한 조국의 방패. That was the Korean Army song. Thank you very much. March along, sing our song with the army of the free. Count the brave, count the true, who have fought to victory. We're the army and proudly name. We're the army and proudly proclaim. First to fight for the night and to build an hi, hi, hey, woo! Army's on its way. Count off the cadence loud and strong. For wherever we go, we will always know that the army goes rolling along. Okay, 자, thank you for waiting. Today's lesson will be about wow, if you have come this far listening to me sing 4 lame songs, no offense to both countries, but not one of the most, I guess it's not one of the most modern songs, right? So not with the times, but if you've survived this live stream listening to me, listening to 4 songs, I appreciate you. Thank you. Thank you very much. We're now going to start the live stream. Teresa 씨, stop hating. Get out of my live. Get out. If you wanna keep hating on me and Min's fireplace background, you may now leave. 자, hi. Oh, 마루아 씨 안녕하세요. Right, you're back. We're all here. Some confetti to celebrate the army, the military of the 2 countries that we are dealing with today. 자, let's see. 잠시만요, 여러분. I am waiting. Ah, this is not it. This is no good. 자, you're not late. We're just getting started, right? So, but you did miss me sing the Korean national anthem and the U.S. national anthem and the Korean Army song and the U.S. Army song. Now, since Maruashi is here, let's do all 4 songs again for her. I'm kidding. Don't be too angry. I'm just joking, okay? 자, 안녕하세요, Cherry Blossom 씨. Come to YouTube for our live stream. 1 a.m. just finished. Oh, photo shoot. Were you taking the photos or were you Wow, Jenny Paul. Oh, very nice. I like that name, Jenny Paul. 마루아 씨, were you in the photos or were you taking the photos? But anyways, today we're gonna talk about 범진의. Today, what I'm going to tell you is, where is the mouse? Perfect. 범쌤의 군대 이야기를 해줄게요. 네, 오늘은 저의 군대 이야기를 해주겠습니다. 자, 시작하기 전에 썸네일 시작. 썸네일 타임. 좋아요. Right? 와우, 마루아 씨 모델이에요. 대박이에요. Well, 저도 모델이에요. A role model. No, not a role model either. I'm not a very good person. 자, we're gonna talk about my 군대 이야기. Right? What is the content of your channel? This channel is about everything Korea, right? We do teach Korean lessons sometimes, but in our live stream, sometimes we just share our stories, just talk about things here and there. Are you supposed to be sharing where you are writing? I am supposed to be sharing, and I'll share that with you right now. Good catch. Oh, actually, I think I need to fix that a little bit. I think it's gotta be like that. Oh, there we go. Much better. Move it down a little bit. 범쌤의 군대 이야기에 대해서 얘기해봐요. Alright, 군대 이야기. Should I be an actor? Why should I be an actor? Right? It's kind of random. 범쌤의 군대 이야기. Where do I even begin? Right? Back when I was in Singapore. And I think I was 26. Korean age 26. Korean age 26. All right. This was the time when, I had to make the final call, right, to either go to the army or not. Having grown up abroad, I had higher chances of getting a permanent residence in another country, even getting a citizenship, by the time of which I won't be required to serve the Korean military. 2 years or 18 months is a long time, right? I didn't want to waste it, especially when I was learning or earning. I was in a proper job, right? This goes for Min as well. Okay. It's my story time. So yeah, right. We were in a good job. How long will this live last? It will last for another 20 minutes. So I'll give you a quick 20-minute story about my army. Right. So do Korean army accept people who has prosthetics leg? I think. I believe so, but it's more like that's not the way Koreans ask the question. Right? Do we get exempted from the army if you have a prosthetics leg? If you want to join, if you apply to join, I feel like there is no reason for them to reject you, right? Especially if it's just a physical disability that won't really affect other people. But I think you may get exempted if you have a prosthetics leg. So you don't have to go. All right. How long will this? Oh, that yeah. So not a lot of chat yet. Add in your questions if you have any time. But 26 was, and I think is right the last age, right? That people can go to the army, right? And when I hit 26, right, this was a new law, right? So people that were 26 and above. Right, 26 and above, I think that's how it goes. Yeah, 26 and above were finally forced to go to the army. Otherwise, it would have been more of a criminal offense. So we had that option, or should we just, go to? Should I do that or stay in Korea? No, stay in Singapore, get a house, get a PR, get a citizenship, and all of this long. When will it? Kimina will do it for 20 minutes, right? So it will end at 10:05, 10 p.m. A friend of mine had deformed toe and got exempted. Yeah, it's actually a lot easier, right? Deformed like no legs, right? Is pretty big. Even if when you don't have a toe, you can get exempted, right? I'm pretty sure. Oh, you can't go to the army if you have a prosthetics leg. As a person living outside Korea, did you receive the notice to join the military, or did you come back to do it without receiving the notice? Did we receive the notice? Yeah, I received an email, right? From being abroad, I received an email telling me about all of this, right? So that was the time when I really had to go. That was the time that I had to choose. And so, right, I was looking at different options, right? I was looking at different kind of options on how I can make this. So I had a lot of options, right? If I were to go to the army, there were a lot of options. There is the normal army, right? There is the army, ROKA, that we call ROKA, or Republic of Korea Army. Well, under this, right, there are many kind of different branches that you can go to, right? Most of the majority of them are just assigned, right? So you go wherever they tell you to go. These things include, well, you will think of things like infantry, how do you call them? The not cavalry, but people that works with bombs, but different kind of like jobs under assignments. And then there are some branches that requires an application, right, for you to apply and get the kind of like position, right? And that includes things like a language specialist, right? If you're a language specialist, if you are kind of like a medic, right, that will be another option. And you also have the there are a lot, right? Language as in 어학병, right, will be language. Something about language. I left my TikTok. Okay, good that you're here. Okay, right. And then we also have the Katusa, right? That's the last. That's one of the most popular, right, thing that people apply for to get in, right? If you don't apply for anything and just show up when they ask you to show up, you will be one of the assigned people, right? But if these kind of job scopes a branch requires, or a specialty requires some level of like knowledge or something, right? You will need to you have the option to apply for these. Now they normally come with some kind of benefits, right? Well, 어학병 and things like medic and things like of course, it's kind of like a good experience, good learning experience for people that want to pursue a language as a study, and medic as well, obviously, right? You have to go, so why not learn from that experience? Military service is a requirement for you to attain citizenship. No, I do not think so, right? If you're talking about foreigners attaining a Korean citizenship, I really can't tell you, but for Singapore, if you get a citizenship after a certain age, and I think it's like 30, if you get the citizenship after you're 30, it's too late, so they don't make you go anymore. I'm not sure if you become a citizenship when you are like 21, when you're like in your 20s. In your early 20s, I am not sure. Are there women in the Korean army? I know there is no requirement to enlist. For women, there are no requirements. I have not seen a female I can't really female soldier, not an officer, but 이름이 기억이 안 나냐. I can't. Yeah, I like us that we get enlisted, how we get enlisted as soldiers, right? For those things, yeah, no Koreans, but in Korea it's kind of divided. The ranks are really divided, right? So we have the first private, right? In simple terms, so private to something like sergeant. This is where we draw the line, and these are what every man goes to. Enlisted, okay, enlisted is the word, so I was right. You can ask your question, Optishi. This is every man, right? And above, surgeon and above, these are 직업군인. 직업군인이라고 해요. We call it 직업군인. What does that mean? Right? It's a soldier as a job, right? A job soldier, right? Above sergeant is all going to be 직업군인. And for this, you have various routes to get into. Various routes to get into these programs, whether you are enlisted or whether you're an officer, right? Being an officer or a commissioned officer and a non-commissioned officer. There you go. All right. Do they have a degree for officer? Yeah, right. All of these different routes. Now, I am not one of these, right? So I don't know much, but there are different routes to get into it. Now, in this pool, yeah, there are some women. There are some women in this pool, but not here. It's hard to see. I actually don't know if there ever has been, because if you apply for it, I know that you can go. Yeah. Studying in Korea require a lot of money. I think so generally. It depends on where you come from, right? If cost of living is relatively cheap from where you come from, then yeah, it's going to be relatively more expensive. But anyways, we're going to talk about this, right? This was where I was. Yeah. So I think it was 바야흐로 go back to 2020, when would it be? It's 2025 now. 2021? When did I even go to the army? But anyways, I was in Singapore, and my friend was after drinking, I was going home with a friend, and this friend was like, "Hey, you should probably sign up for being the Katusa." Right, apply. The application closes like this week, and I didn't know about it. And this friend literally saved my ass. Why? Katusa, right? Korean augmentation to the U.S. Army is the most. I can say that this is like the most popular thing that people enlist for, right? For a multitude of reasons. Number one, low entry point. Right? Yes, you would expect if we want us to work with the U.S. Army, you need these people to be like really good in English, right? And someone like us, basically. But no, right? The entry point is like a TOEIC exam, and the score is something any Korean can achieve with a little bit of English studying. So low entry point and extremely good benefits. Extremely comfy. Let's just call it that. Extremely comfy on many levels, right? In what division you guys were? Well, we'll get to that in a bit, right? I did go to Katusa there, yeah. I'm guessing 군 is the word for military. 맞아요. 군대. 그렇죠. 공군, 육군, 해군, 군대, 군복. 그렇죠. 맞아요. Anyways, right? So Katusa was really popular, right? And also, for a third reason, right? Random pick. To ensure, because Katusa was such a nice little, it was very lucrative. I believe that there were a lot of like under the door, under the desk, under the table, table kind of things going on to have someone get into a Katusa. Maybe a rich parent, right, doing something, right, so that they go in. So they've changed, and also yeah, so and that's one reason. Another reason is, yeah, it wasn't really fair, right? Yeah, I've heard this. Yeah, so because it was so lucrative, the really smart ones, right? The really smart, the really educated, right? The people that really could be of service to any army were being too much focused into Katusa. Right? What does that mean? It means that the Rock Army were losing soldiers. We're losing like valuable soldiers because they were all going to Katusa. So for those two reasons, it has changed to a random pick. Right? They've decided to do random pick. So they get 100, let's say 100 people that goes through, that passes this low entry point, right? Which is a big pool of numbers, and they pick 10 from it. The odds were 10 to 1. 10, I think for me it was like 12 to 1. And no, so basically the odds can be from 10 to, I think, 15 to 1. I think it could be even worse, right? For me, it was 11.4 to 1 or something like that. I clearly remember, all right? So imagine there are 10 guys, standing in a line, and you look at them and you choose one person, and that was me. Really low chance. Right, so Katusa, people were saying the only thing bad about Katusa is how difficult it is to get in. Right, and then through an online application, I applied, and I couldn't believe it. Right, when I saw the email saying that I actually made it to Katusa, so I went into Katusa. Yeah, so that's how I got in. Right, it was a really great time. So what are the benefits? Right, if you think about the benefits of Katusa, just two main things. Number one. Right, there are a lot of other good things, but number one, private rooms. My goodness, if you've seen some documentary or any kind of videos about the Korean army, the guy shares a room with 8 people. There is absolutely no privacy for that period of time. Katusas get private rooms. We get our own room, right? Which was insane, right? Private rooms. 자, number 2. So that was private room. Number 2 would be what do we have? We had the private rooms and leaves on weekends. This is insane. If you're thinking in the standards of Korean army, right? You do not leave on the weekends, right? You have a number of leaves that you can leave for the base, and you use that much like you use it in a company, right? Throughout your service. Otherwise, during the weekends, you're just stuck there, just chilling, having a chill time. Katusas get to go out of the base on weekends. We can go anywhere we want on weekends, right? So every Friday, everyone will just rush out of the base to their homes for people that live nearby, right? I would go out and hang out as well, right? I lived very far from the base, so I wouldn't go back home all the time, but basically free weekends, which is, you have no idea. It's amazing. So for these two, right, it's a very, very big benefit. And Min and I technically spent all our luck, right, getting into the Katusa program. Yeah. Once we went in there, so for us, we had about, I don't even remember the duration. Was it like 6 to 8 weeks of Roka basic training? 6 to 8 weeks of Roka basic training. And I remember it was 2 weeks. 2 weeks of U.S. Army basic training. 네. No, it's not 6 weeks. It's not that long. It's probably 4 to 6, but I'm just gonna write 6 weeks here. All right. You have to leave on base all day assignment. Yeah, but as a Katusa, we didn't have to. All right. So yeah, we got educated. We were trained by both the Roka and the US. And then at this point, right, in the lucky pool of Katusas, they open applications for cool jobs. Right. Applications, again, it divides the applications and assignments. So if you don't apply for anything, you end up assignments. All right. If you apply for something, right, and you get it, you go somewhere else. Again, these are jobs that require a certain level of skill set, right? So a certain level of skill set, or maybe even the determination. 그렇죠? Determination. What does that mean, right? We have things like people in the infantry, actually, right? People that actually do the fighting, right, with guns, practice battle and fighting, right? They accept applications for this as well, right? Especially for the harder ones to show a level of determination, right? And any other things, something that requires high skills like a bomb inspection team, and then you have also all of the high rank office support. Maybe you can call it that. Basically, working as a secretary, right, for a higher rank officials, because these people need to speak good English, right? And yeah, all that was in my and Min's mind was to have it easy. My next 18 months has to be easy. Not the infantry, not some bomb inspection thing, right? Working with high-ranking officials sounded nice. All right, so we applied for it. We fought against probably, I guess, 10 applicants in average, and we got it again. All right, so that's how Min and I ended up in. Right, I myself, okay, I'll just tell about myself. I ended up in United Nations Command. Yeah, I served in the United Nations Command. So if you ask me which part of the army, what division was I in, I was in the United Nations Command. I guess we could call that the division, right? I know. I think the technical term of eighth, the division is something else. But basically, I was in the United Nations Command office, serving the chief of staff. Working in the chief of staff office. Yeah, United Nations Command's chief of staff. Right, so I was working with like 2-star generals and chief of staff. This is cool. Here, Min's story. Right, Min was in an even higher office. Right, so that was you can hear from Min on his military story next time. But chief of staff office sounds flashy, right? Min's gonna sound flashier, right? But in the end of the day, and I'm gonna spoil it for you as well for Min. But we were the secretary. So I am the secretary basically. Right, in charge of a secretary, right, of a secretary of the boss. Holy shit! All right, just if you think about the work, it's just basically administrative support, right? So secretary, but I was supporting someone that supports the boss. 3 fucking layers. So yes, what did I do? I mean, do dishes, clean the office. Right, do very basic admin stuff. Right, but that said, it was still a lot of work, a lot of good work. Right, good, easy work. Right, it was very administrative. I was a desk worker, so it's already time for me to end my live stream. So I'll just give you a quick day to my daily routine on a weekday as a Katusa. At what time was our morning ceremony? I think it was like 8. I can't remember anything. Was it? It wasn't. It can't be 8. No. It's not 8. I think it's like 7 a.m. Yeah, 7 a.m. You wake up and you run down to the front of the building to stand. Right? It's like a morning checkup. Not really a ceremony. It's just a time where everyone just checks whether everyone is alive and like doing well. Right? Is anyone sick? Is everyone here? How many one is here? Are we all here? Right? And then, wow, it's just been 2 years and I can't remember. It's just some kind of a morning check routine. Right? And at about 8:40 a.m., right, I will literally get on my e-scooter. Right, I'll get on my e-scooter with my nice little red helmet and drive. Right, drive for about 10 minutes in a military base, which looks beautiful, by the way. Right, no buildings, it's just a wide area. I would drive by the aircraft ways. Right, so just assembly. My goodness, Laura, she's doing better than me in army lingo. Crazy. Assembly, morning assembly. You're right. Yeah. 10 minutes, go there. Right, and at about 8:50 a.m. Right, at about 8:50 a.m. I would make coffee for myself, literally like a fucking intern or even an office worker, right? Just I would make coffee, I would sit down, look at my work to do, right? And at 9 a.m. I would have these like sync meeting with my direct with all of the secretaries, right, knowing what to do for today, right? And after that it's just work, and at about 5 p.m. I would be done. Right? At about 5 p.m. Right, I will be told to but I can't go home until they say I can go home, right? So they allow me to go home early, right? Here, right, normally Min ends at a similar time, and together we will go to the gym. No, we have dinner first. Dinner, right, and we go to the gym. Sometimes it's different, just both of these together. Gym and dinner sometimes, right? So gym, dinner, go home, right? And at 8 p.m., just ballpark time, guys. I'm really forgetting all these times. I will have our evening assembly. Evening assembly. Yeah. And that's the end of my day. It was actually very easy, very relaxing if you think about it. It's a word some Korean app wanted to teach me for 2 years and still don't want to remember it. Which word? Assembly? 맞아요. 진짜 운이 좋았어요. 진짜 운이 좋았어요. So, yeah, I wish I could talk more, but I think I wasted a lot of time just singing songs and what was I doing? I think in the beginning just talking about the army, right? So that was basically my story. United Nations Command sounds very flashy, which I like. In the end of the day, it's just the name that lasts, right? So yeah, I worked in the United Nations Command Chief of Staff office. Everyone be like, very nice, very nice. For people that don't know, Chief of Staff is just basically the boss. Sounds like the boss. Of course, there's other positions that are higher than the Chief of Staff, but to a layman, Chief of Staff is Chief of Staff, big boss, right? But anyways, we'll wrap up the talk here. That was a little something about me, right? About my army experience, more of the first early parts, right? On how I got it. But yeah, against all odds is what basically happened, right? Yeah, so we'll wrap it up here, guys. Thank you for watching this live stream. All right. If there's anything that you want to talk about, please let me know. All right. Please let me know, and we'll talk about it in our next live stream. Just wait for 1 hour, and Min will be back, right, with his live stream, doing a little bit of catch mind. Get ready for that. For now, we'll stop here. Thank you, everyone, for watching, and good night, good evening, good morning, wherever you are. And I will see you all very soon. I'll see you next week. And please let me know how I look on my how my skin looks tomorrow next week, because I will start watching start drinking olive oil and lemon juice every morning. All right. Bye everyone. Remember, join Mallo Academy this month. Now is the perfect time. Bye-bye. Oh, guys, are you still here? Are you still here? Oh, I think people are still generally here. Okay, good. A little bit of announcement. Speaking of the army, next week, June 23rd to June 26th, Min and I will be going back to the military to do our reservist training. We'll have to do this for a long time, just 1 week a year, but we have to go back to do these trainings. Very lame stuff, but it's a requirement, so we do have to go. It's a whole day thing, 9 to 6. And because it's a whole day thing, we won't be able to do the live streams. Right, I think the only live streams that we will be able to do will be the evening one. Right, aside from the evening one, except for the joint one, There will be no live streams on that week. So just remember that, just a heads up. Next week, we will see you. But the week after that, we won't. Right? A little bit of break. We'll just see you for the evening one. Okay. 감사합니다, 여러분. Bye-bye. Have a good day and go to sleep well. Goodbye, my friends. See you at Mallo Academy very soon. Bye-bye.